Welcome Zoomers and YouTubers. So really happy that you've taken this time to come to the mat. We're going to do a full-on flow class. There's not going to be a lot of salutations, but we will be warming up your arms and your legs, your hips, because we want to see how much we can improve on our cobbler pose. You'll need blocks, and I hope you just have fun and just do your best. So if you have a favorite playlist, get it going. So come to the top of the mat. We're going to do a salutation that really is just standing work. So I'm pretty sure all of you can figure that out. We'll be doing warrior one triangle sequence. So here we go. Inhale, arms up. Ooh, get those shoulder blades going. Exhale, stick your butt back, bend your elbows, thumbs behind your heart. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward bending, sticking your butt back so you can feel the fascia, especially in your low back. If you've been sitting all day or even you've been standing at your desk. And then coming into a forward bend that's really, really nourishing. And that means that you're not activating your hamstrings right away. So bring your tummy on top of your thighs and flip the palms of your hands. Let your head hang. Woo. And then inhale, halfway lift, look forward, exhale, step back into a down dog. And I know that we're not really, really warm, but that's okay. This standing work sequence will start to warm us up. Look at your hands, lift your fingers off the floor, press the palm of your hand into the floor, press the side of your thumb, your index finger, your baby finger, and then the rest of them. Move your feet away from your hands, ears near your arms, and of course your knees can be deeply bent here because our hamstrings are not warm at all. Pull your belly in. Begin breathing. You finally made it to the mat. Pivot the left foot, look at your right thumb. Bring your right knee into your chest. Curl your back a lot. Go slowly. Land your right foot. Warrior one feet, because we're going into warrior one. So come on up. Sweep your arms up. You can grab your elbows, whatever makes you happy here. This is about warming up your chest with your breath, but also your legs. Press the outer edge of that back foot into the floor. Inhale, straighten that front leg, pivot the back foot, warrior 2 feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, front knee over ankle. Now, if you need to move your feet a little bit further so that you can manage to come down a little bit further, then go ahead and do that. Check your back arm, make sure it is going right straight towards that back foot. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, tilt like a windmill, getting ready to go into triangle. And remember, you're cold. I mean, not literally cold, but your body is warming up. So this is going to feel more intense. Inhale, left arm going up if that's available to you. And if you want to go a little deeper, exhale and bring that arm bone over your left ear, fingers wide, feel everything. Look down, bend that front knee, inhale, come up, just have your legs straight, feel what you need to feel. Inhale, arms coming up, exhale, front knee over ankle. This is where you might want to use your blocks. You can bring the block on the outside of that right foot, front knee over ankle. Bring your left rib cage over right, your right rib cage over your thigh. Inhale, left arm up. This is extended side stretch. And then bend your left elbow if you want to go a little further. Inhale, and then exhale, shoot it over your left ear. Keep your head in line with your spine. Then look down. Circle that arm down. Come on up. Warrior 2 feet still. And then go into warrior 2. Nice. Feel everything. Windmill the arms, all 10 toes in the same direction. Now check your back foot to make sure it's hip width apart, and just move your right foot over. That's the easiest. Then press down and forward, move into down dog. Feel this down dog. Feel how uneven you are. Let's even you up. Pivot the right foot, left knee into chest, left foot coming forward. Warrior one feet. Come on up. Whew. So warrior one, we're trying to stack those shoulders over our hips, but you know, the right hip sometimes moves around. You have to try to see if you can't even everything up. Do whatever you'd like to do with your arms. Front knee over ankle. Press the back edge of the back foot into the floor. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior 2 feet. Make sure you check. Make sure that the front heel is in line with the back and step. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, front knee over ankle. Ah. Woo. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, tilt. Going into triangle, and of course, you can use your block any way that you could put it on the highest volume, highest level. Inhale, right arm bone up, triangle, stacking right rib cage over left. Keep your head in line with your spine. Exhale, shoot the arm bone up and over your right ear if that's in your practice. Look down, bend that front knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, straight legs, feel. Woo. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, front knee over ankle. Extended side stretch. Left hand on the block on the outside of that left foot. Right rib cage over left. The whole thing over your left thigh. Inhale, right arm bone up. Feel it. I'm sure you're feeling it. Those of you who want to go a little further, exhale, shoot the arm bone. Oh my goodness, this side. Over your right ear. Look down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, warrior 2, like you mean it. Woo! So the next sequence, windmill your arms. Step all 10 toes in the same direction. Make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Press down and forward and move into down dog. For the next sequence, if you have tight hamstrings, or if you have tight hamstrings or you're a little wary of your knees, then use your blocks to just give you that confidence, or go near a wall so that you feel like, you know, that you can be supported by the wall. So this is a little sequence where I've made up some names for these poses. So you're going to bring your right knee into your chest, curl your back, land your right foot, press the back heel away, low lunge. Now drop your hips a lot, so the head is the highest thing. You could be on your fingertips here. So, you know, and raising up your chest. Okay, here's everybody's favorite pose, monkey with the tail. So you're going to move your body forward, pull your belly in, and you can use your blocks here as well. Left leg is going to come first parallel to the floor. Roll the left hip down. And of course you can bend your supporting leg's knee. Now I'd like you to pull back with those fingers. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, full standing splits, or your imagination of what the standing splits are. If you can have your arms straight near your right foot, that would be great. Feel everything. Back to monkey with the tail. Bring your arms right underneath your shoulders. Rotate that left knee so it faces the floor. The left toes pointing to your mat gently. Now inhale, pull. I know, this is intense. Exhale, lift that left leg even higher. Exhale, bend your right knee, lay your chest on top of your right thigh. And then bring the back knee into the middle of the back of your front calf, sorry. The left shin is parallel to the floor. I'm hearing a lot of groaning. Breathe. Where your right hand is, or where that right block is, you're gonna have to move the block if you're using it, because you're now gonna bring that left knee on the floor and sit into a twist. Move up. I hear the groaning. I hear it. There's so much groaning. Oh, and then hug, hug, hug. Oh, lean into your right buttock. Don't sit on that foot. And the good news is we're going to go back out of that in a very specific way. So you're going to bring your right foot into the middle of your mat. And I call this next pose, and we've already done it, counting the koi in your pond, in your koi pond. So you're going to bend that right knee, bring your chest on top of the thigh, get your butt down, the back knee in the middle of the calf. So good. Now inhale, look forward, bring the left leg up. Exhale, anticipate the left toes going to the floor, the back of your mat, low lunge. Oh, you're so happy. You're actually happy that there are not 3 sides in your body. Press through the palms of your hands, curl your back, pull your belly in. Down dog. Whoa. Ears near your arms. Left knee into your chest. Left foot coming forward, low lunge. Drop your hips, press that back heel away. Everything you can do here helps what we're going to do coming up. So, monkey with the tail, right leg rises. You can have your arms, your hands underneath your shoulders or on blocks. Rotate that right knee down, the right toes facing the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, raise the tail of the monkey even more. Then exhale, chest and left thigh coming together. Roll the right hip open. The knee does not have to be facing the mat here. You're trying to do full standing splits. In your mind, it's perfect. Then inhale, back to monkey with the tail. Roll that right hip down. Press the back heel away. Bend the left knee. Lay your chest right on top of it. Heart right on top of the knee. Bring your butt down. That's the trick. And then right knee into the middle of your calf. Breathe. Oh, so much love here. And then where your left hand is where that back knee is going to go. And take your time. Don't just kerplunk. You're in your twist. Move that right foot out of the way. Oh, it's so good. We finally can come down. Lean into your left buttock. Whoa. So I forgot to say that we needed to count the koi. So we have to go back to the pond. Bring the left foot into the middle of your mat. Bring your hands on either side. Go back into that previous pose. Chest over the front thigh. Back knee in the middle of your front calf. Toes gently facing, pointing to the back of your mat. Counting the koi. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right leg rises as you anticipate the back of your mat with your right toes, front knee over ankle, low lunge. Press the back heel away. Oh. And the good news is we're now going to do some things on the floor. I'm pretty sure you're warm. Press through the palms of your hands. Down dog. For this next sequence, we're going to come into the middle of your mat. And for those of you who have tight hips or, all those other things, knee issues, use your block to sit up for some of these things. I'll let you know. But the first thing we're going to do is actually just a plain forward bend. So dig your heels in, come on down. Woo, and feel what your body is saying to you right now. Nice words, I hope. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, plant your feet, fingers pointing to the front of your mat. Puff out your chest. Inhale into that. Exhale, lift your hips. Tabletop, look along your legs. Now just shift from front and back and figure out, are you even in all those places, in your feet and in your hands? And then tucking the tail, come on down. And you're going to bring, this is where it would be really good if you do have tight hips to sit on a block. I'm going to do it today. Now we're going to have a little battle with our hips and our arms because the back body is pretty strong and so is the front body. So we're going to use that in order to open up all of this, all these things. So you're going to grab your ankles and your feet, the four corners of your feet are together. Then you're going to bend your elbows, and as much as your elbows are bent and pushing, you're going to push your legs up towards them. Now just feel a little bit of the heat starting to work. And exhale, let those legs relax. Now take your hands, the fingers are pointing towards each other, the palms on the fleshy part of your knee, and the elbows are bent. Try to keep your shoulders down. Just think of your core as helping. We're going to have a little battle. The legs will want to come up and you're going to push them down. So we're going to go equal and opposite, creating another little fire. Keep going. We're building up the fire. So the idea around this particular flow class is to try to get into these problem areas, these tight, strong areas, so that our cobbler pose becomes more natural or evolves over time. Okay, I'm going to get off my block for the next thing, but you guys can stay if you want. You want to grab again your ankles, puff your chest out. Now take your hands behind and puff your chest out even more. And as you do that, try to use the muscles of your legs to go to the floor. Even if it's just a little bit that you feel that. And then come forward, grabbing your feet, maybe the outsides of your feet. And for those of you who have knee issues, you could do one leg at a time or modify in a way that, you know, your feet are more forward and there's less on your knees. And then inhale, come on up. It's hard, but we just have to find a way. Press, press again, do a little battle. Ooh. So legs coming up, arms pushing down. Nice. This next sequence has a lot of parts. So we're going to take our left shin bone and we're going to make it parallel to the short side of your mat and the left foot parallel to the long side. I like to kind of rock from side to side. Make sure that the hips are not, the buttocks are not interfering. Then you're going to take your right leg, bend your elbows like a matador. You're going to pull that right leg back. So have your block available, or a wrapped up towel or a book, whatever you got. So we're going to experiment. Put the towel in front or the block in front of your left knee, and we're going to see, can the ankle and the foot come on top of that knee? And if this right knee is all the way up into your chest and there's just like nothing's happening, then you put that foot on the block or on the floor. Now, one of the things, if your body is opening up, is you can help it a little bit more by pressing down, shake your booty, and come back down. Oh. So even when you do have this square lotus, there's so much information that is occurring here. Remember, don't be judgy on your poor old hips. So bring your arms forward. There's so many things happening. Now, if you feel like a hip flexor is being pinched, then take your thumb and move that hip flexor out of the way to the side. We're not going to walk our hands, whatever that means. It could mean that you're completely vertical, doesn't matter. You can walk your hands over to your right knee on either side so that your chest, your heart, and your belly button and nose are in line with that knee. Now press down, you can use your blocks here, press down and forward so you feel your left buttock. I'm sure you're feeling it. Then walk your left hand, and if this instruction is like ridiculous, like there's no walking of the left hand over, then just stay where you are until we come back. And then left hand comes over. Now we only want to move on that exhale, so take an inhale. Exhale, bend the left elbow, right arm bone goes up. Oy, oy, oy. Feel everything. Right hand comes down, walk the hands to the front of your mat. Now, don't go fast because look at all the work we've just done. And use your fingertips, come on up. Whoa, bring the weight of your torso into that hip. That's a lot. Now we're going to take this heavy right leg and we're going to hook it in the crook of our arms. So the ankle goes into the crook and the back of the knee goes into the crook of our arms, and the fingers are really wide, and they tell us that we've got our shin bone parallel to the floor. You can bring your left foot closer, or you can bring your left foot out. We're eventually going to bring the left foot out anyway, but I would like you to hug this leg. It can be to the side as long as this knee and the foot are in line. We're going to take that right leg, and you can grab it underneath the right thigh, the right calf, or with your right hand, the side of your foot, or yogi adept people are grabbing with their toes in yogi grip. Now, inhale, lengthen your torso to the ceiling, dig your left heel in, exhale, come down onto your left elbow and bring that leg bone, which is still 90 degrees. It can be out to the side, but it's 90. Bring that leg bone, the thigh, so it's more like 45-degree angle to the floor, to your mat, and then come all the way down. And the thigh bone, you can grab any part of this leg as long as the leg is 90 degrees. The thigh bone is trying to go to the outside of your body towards the floor. And as much as you're pulling with your strong arms, don't press the back of your head into the floor. Push the leg into your hands. Oh, that feels so much better. And then extend your right leg to the ceiling. Grab the back of the calf. Give the calf muscle a little bit massage with your fingers, and look at your right foot. Rotate it in one direction and then the other. Bend your left knee, left foot close to buttocks, and we're going to go into a lying down full splits. I know, it's aspirational. So the right foot is trying to come to the floor, toes behind your head. So whatever works for you. Now make the leg relaxed. It's your arms that are doing the work and not the back of your head, your arms. Extend left leg straight. This is groan worthy. And then extend right leg to the ceiling so the legs are 90 degrees. Grab whatever part of your right leg is possible for you, and then with momentum, come on up. You're still grabbing. Come on up. To seated, lean over onto your right elbow. Move the left leg out of the way. Forward bending. Woo! Just be grateful for whatever forward bend you have at this moment. Use your fingertips. Come on up. And then take a moment. Lean over. Bring your legs together. Forward. Just a Dandasana, a seated pose. Move the stuff out, rock from side to side so that your hips get the signal to release a little bit. And then we're going to bend our right knee, right shin. Remember, those of you who would like to be on a block that's very useful, right shin parallel short side of mat, right foot parallel to long side. Pull that left leg back, matador arms, elbows lifted. Really pull it back. What you're doing is creating a little more space, more relaxation in the back of that left hip. Gives you more of a chance to enter into these poses. So you experiment, you don't know, will that foot go on top of that knee or on a block in front or on the floor? For those of you who have the foot on your leg, you don't want to turn the foot, you just want it to be as if you're standing on that left foot. You can press down, lift your whole hip situation up, shake and come on down. Just helps. Bring your arms forward, whatever forward bending means to you. So for some of you, having your hands behind feels like a forward bend and you're getting lots out of it. So walking forward and then moving your chest over that left knee. Oh. And you know what's the delightful part about this is this sequence never gets old. You could do it every day and you still get something out of it. Your chest, your nose, trying to come over that left knee. Then bring your right arm a little bit over, a little bit more. Now press through the palm of your hand on the floor and push down so that you feel your right buttock really connect with the mat. Now only move on the exhale. So first inhale and then exhale, bend that right elbow, left arm goes to the ceiling. And for those of you who have the movement in your body, you're trying to look at your left thumb, but don't make this like if you can't see it, don't worry about it. Left hand comes down, walk your way to the front of your mat. Oh. Inhale, open up your chest, exhale whatever forward bend you have at this moment, over that left leg, over both those legs. It's good. Use your fingertips, come on up and then feel. Oh. It's like the desire to move way too quickly when we really just want to feel that space. Lean back, take that leg in the crook of your arms, fingers really wide. And for some of you, bringing that foot a little closer is going to be helpful. For some of you, extending the leg is going to be helpful. But when you have your hands like this, and you're trying to get those elbows up, and that shin bone parallel, then you know what you're working on. Hug that leg so you get right into that IT bend. Oh, that's juicy. Then swing the left leg over. And remember, you can grab with the left hand anywhere that makes sense. Keep the leg 90 degree, left leg 90 degree. You can grab behind the thigh, the calf muscle, side of the foot, yogi grip. Now pull it back. Then inhale into your chest. Exhale, come down onto your elbow. The thigh bone, when you look at it, is 45 degrees for all you geeky math people. And then you feel how the body is relaxing into this as best as it can. And then inhale again into your chest. Exhale, come on down. Grab the leg with both arms as the elbows are bent. Don't press the back of your head into the floor. Dig the other heel in. The right heel is attached to your mat. You're trying to bring the left leg, the left thigh bone towards the floor. Sole of the foot to the ceiling. Left leg 90 degrees, but doesn't have to be parallel. It can be out to the side. Just depends on you and your bison hips. Left leg goes up to the ceiling. Legs are 90 degrees to each other now. Now grab the back of your left calf and give it a little bit of a massage. Poor old left leg. Rotate the foot in one direction, the other direction. And now bend your right knee. Bring your right foot close to your right buttock. Now with your heavy arms, your arms are going to try to convince left leg left toes to come to the floor behind your head. But it's not the leg that is doing the work, it's your arms that are doing the work. Now wherever you are in this, and the leg is trying to go into your left armpit, not into your chest. Wherever you are in this, hold on to this left leg, wherever you are holding on. Extend your right leg straight and notice what happens. Whoa, nice. Lots of feelings. Left leg to the ceiling. Grab your calf muscle, massage it, rotate the foot in one direction. Whoa, the other direction. You're going to hang on to the back of your left leg. Hopefully it's straight, and then with momentum, hanging on, you're going to come forward, lean over onto your left elbow, bend your right knee, and then forward bending. So if right foot can come close and out of the action of your left hamstring, that means that there's a possibility you're going to come down a little bit further. Nice. Use your fingertips. Inhale, come on up. Oh. Lean over, swing the leg over. Just a simple seated pose, nothing fancy. You're gonna bring your feet again together. And remember, this is not this is not trying so hard that the rest of your whole posture has changed, or your knees are up near your ears. So put them where the legs are really relaxing as much as possible and are coming to the floor as much as possible, even if it's not exactly looks like me. You're going to grab those ankles and you're going to bring your feet outside of your mat. Now, the thing that we're going to be doing is opening up each hip with the weight of our bodies. So when we do that, it is possible that you will have to let your foot flop open so that it's in line with your knee. So you'll see when we do it. So the first thing we want to do, grab the inside of your ankles, bend your elbows, and we're going to have a little battle again. We're going to warm up the inner thighs. As much as you're pushing with your elbows, you're pushing with your legs towards the elbows. So feel that. Whoa. And then release. Whew. Take your left hand, put it on the outside and the top of your right shoulder. Rotate the right shoulder so the elbow is facing the front of your mat, or as much as possible. Now flex your right hand so the palm is facing the floor. For most of you, putting your hand in front of your right buttock is as good as it's going to get. Some of you have more shoulder flexibility, which could mean you come forward and the right hand comes behind the buttocks. But don't worry about the hand part, because what we're going to do is lean over, and this is where the opening up of the right foot and the right knee, we're going to put the weight of our torso opening up the right hip. So right rib cage over that thigh, left rib cage over that. And then for some of you, inhale, left arm up. Now the first job is to really open up this hip. So don't worry about what your back hand is doing or whatever. But for those of you who have both your palm and your forearm on the floor, and you can feel your elbow behind your butt, bend the left elbow, open up your chest. Left hand is going to come on top of right. Oh, and then look up. Or please don't dislocate your shoulder just to get this shape. Not important. Inhale, come on up. No, it's very important to not dislocate. Take your hands again into your ankles. Now push the legs away and notice how much. It could be just a few millimeters, but you know the difference between the right and the left. You've already done something. Take your right hand, roll the left shoulder forward, bend your left elbow, bring the left palm parallel to the floor, either put it in front of your buttock, or for those of you who have a little more movement, behind your left buttock. And the left foot will open up as you stack your torso over that left leg. Right rib cage over left. Keep your throat nice and open. Your head has a lot to do with this. Think of the weight of your head as part of this pose. For those of you who have this movement, inhale, right arm bone up. Exhale, bend the elbow. Take it behind you. For those of you who have this, for those of you who have it, you can feel your left elbow on the floor. Open up your chest. Lean back for those of you who have it. Notice the left foot is opening up. Let it. Inhale, come on up. Whoa, that's a lot. Exhale, plant your feet. Bring those elbows in. Push those legs away. So for the next thing, it's really important to figure out where your sit bones are. And it's also important to get your core working for you. But it's also important that if you fall out of it, you're not going to fall against a wall. So make sure that whatever your situation is, if you tumble out of it, you're just going to have a good time and not smash your head. Okay? So, sit bones. So that's not with a curled back, that's up with your torso, very vertical. Now pull the belly button into the backbone. Keep your head over your spine. You're going to take one leg, you're going to get the knee in the crook of your arm, and you're going to have the palm of your hand facing the front of your mat. We're going to go into clicking our heels. Now this is where it gets a little dicey. You're going to bring your heel, got to get the other leg up. You got to pull those bellies in. And if you fall out of it, just try it again. So, bent elbows, pulling, clicking your heels like Dorothy, Wizard of Oz. Toes towards the shins. You're going to pull, pull, pull those legs. If you fall out of it, it's fun. Nobody can see. Doesn't matter. You could just be sitting and watching this whole thing. Yeah. No, I don't want you to do that. And then drop your feet. We're going to do this next thing one leg at a time so that we start to understand what's involved. We're still on our sits bones. You can grab any part of your leg that makes sense. We want to see if we can have a relaxed, straight leg. And we're going to use our back and our front body to hold up heavy leg. So, bent elbow, right leg goes out, straight. Remember, you can grab underneath your thigh or your calf, or grab your toe in yogi grip. Make sure your head's on your spine and that the energy is going up. And if you feel that energy going up, you're going to be able to manage this. Let's try the other leg. So bring the foot down. Okay, swing that leg out. And it doesn't have to be the exact shape that I'm showing. It can be, 30 degrees in front or 90. Oh, I have a ledge. Oh, that's convenient. The ledge is convenient. I would suggest using a ledge or a wall. Both legs coming down. Now you know what we're going to do. We're going to do both at the same time. Get your core and your head organized. Pull your belly in. And remember, we only move on the exhale. So inhaling, exhale right leg, exhale. Oh yeah, I guess you better inhale that next one. Exhale left leg. Now bend your elbows because they're the things that are holding up your heavy legs. Pull your belly in and then feel your throat open. For those of you who have this, you're looking at the ceiling, which is also hilarious because that's a good probability of you falling out of it, rolling in the somersault out of it. For those of you who really have it, you want to lean back with straight arms, straight legs, connect your feet. Pull your belly in. Keep thinking, length through your torso. Nice work. Bring your legs down. Whoa, that was a lot. That was a lot. Come on to your tummies. take a moment here on your tummy. You're going to feel quite a bit on that tummy. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is definitely groan worthy. Bring one hand, oh, on the other hand on top. Put your forehead on top of that. Oh, make sure that you sigh and groan and let your poor old low back, your poor open hips, much more open, cobbler hips. Soften that. Bring the roots of your toes together. Let's come up onto your elbows. And if you're still feeling it, it's not about pinching. It's about, I would say it's like a dull little ache. And you can move your hips from left to right. So that the ache kind of dissipates. You can feel it move away. For those of you who have even more movement, you can be on your in Sphinx. Yeah. And roots of toes together, for those of you who like to go a little deeper, is to bring the feet to the ceiling. And it's imagination, your head touching your toes. And then allow those legs to go back. Oh, and the pose we just really want to do. And Howard, you can do this on your back. It's child's pose. Tuck your toes. Oh, move back. Make your groans. You can. We have a live person in the room as well as Zoomers, YouTubers. Knees wide. I want you to swish your hips from left to right. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders and make sure you're not holding your breath. Think of all the spaces that are new where your breath can be put into. So anything that you feel, imagine that there's a lung there. Crampy? I hope none of you are getting cramps like the live person in my room today. Come on up, if you can, into Japanese seated posture. You can be on your block. It's a lot, what we did. It would take many, many tries. We call it a practice for a reason. Flip the palms of your hands if you are able to be in Japanese seated posture. Feel your shoulders moving down. And for the before Shavasana thing, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to walk on our butts all the way to the top of the mat, but with a modification. So, come to the back of your mat, have your feet really wide. And so for those of you, when you're doing this, you're not moving anywhere. You just take your hands and you cheat a little bit. I'd hate to say that, but you just push, okay? So when your knees are up, you're going to inhale. When you're exhaling, you're going to bring your legs over to the right and bring your whole body. It's like an open pigeon twist. Feel what your right femur is doing. Oh, it's so happy. Oh, and then inhale, come on up. Exhale, that's fascia talking to. And then other side. So, the weight of your arms, the weight of your head, talking to your left leg. Oh, talking in a nice way, please. Relax your tummy. Make your breath nice and nourishing. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, other side. We're going to speed up because I really want you to have a great Shavasana today. Inhale, knees up. Exhale. Keep moving to the front of your mat somehow, some way. Knees coming up. Clothing malfunctions are optional. Knees up. Inhale. Exhale. Oh. Notice if you have a side that seems more open or gives you more feedback or is stronger, all those things. And just observe it. Don't make a big, judgment on that side and say, bad side, you are a bad yoga person on that side. Don't say that. Instead, exhale and allow your tummy to relax so that you can get a relaxation response on the side that you're feeling intensely. Inhale, come on up. Plant your feet, top of your mat. Bring your arms up. If you have your blocks, you can put them between your thighs, but you can imagine anyway. Inhale, come on up. Arms, tuck the tail. Pull the belly in. Remember, if your feet start to move off your mat, bring them closer to your butt. Now go slow, because the slower we go, the greater the reward. Feel like everything is going into the central channel. All the muscles are pulling into the bones. Go slower. I know. It's the reward. And when you finally come down, let's take a moment. Your knees are still bent. Those of you who have a favorite piece of Shavasana music can roll over, grab your technology and get your music organized, or if you are watching this on YouTube, there will be Shavasana music for you and you don't have to do a thing. Make sure you're practicing. You have all this luxury of your own space, that you take up all the space you need. And especially armpits. So make sure that everything that's touching the floor feels heavier. And then the area that we work today, let's kind of do a little mental survey of that area. It was feeling very intense, and then let that go. And then your jaw, your forehead, your eyebrows, your whole body, letting go. And taking a deep breath, begin wiggling only your fingers and back into the room, and then relax your hands and wiggle your toes. Feel each of your toes individually as best you can, and then relax your legs, your feet. And then inhale into your chest, exhale, bring your legs together, bring your arms overhead, and either grab your elbows or extend those arm bones long above your head. If you're extending them, interlock your fingers to the webbing and release the index fingers. Let's practice a breath retention. Take an inhale, relax your eyebrows, hold that inhale, sip up a little more air. Relax your skin. And then on an exhale, let it go. Groan, moan. Bring one knee and the other knee into your chest. And if it's in your practice, you can curl your head towards your knees. You can always grab underneath your thighs. If you are in a tight little ball, try crossing your wrists, grabbing the outside of each foot. Oh, your body loves this. Take an inhale into your back body. Exhale, soften your belly and hug even more, even more, even more. Allow your head to come back down to the floor. Ah. Roll over to one side, whatever side works for you. Use your arm as a pillow underneath your body. Have your eyes closed. Begin easy breathing. So you feel your whole rib cage move. Let your legs, torso be heavy. And then notice your calmer, stronger, more peaceful body. This beautiful breath. Your calmer, stronger, more peaceful mind. Notice the temperature in your room, how your clothes feel on your skin, the sounds. Make this a strong memory so that you can come here when you need it the most. Take an inhale, and then on an exhale with bent knees, bent elbows, push yourself up to seated for a grounding breath. Cross your legs, and then uncross them, recross them, because, you know, we're creatures of habit. Rub those legs awake. Feel your nervous system. Bring your hands into the middle of your chest. Now separate your hands just slightly and feel, your eyes can be closed or open, whatever. Feel the heat of the right hand to the left hand and the left hand to the right hand, and then bring them together so you feel them as one unit. Now take an inhale of cool air through your nose. Fill up your whole chest with air. Now imagine it swirling around and finding and picking up heat. And then when you exhale, humble your brain to your heart and feel the warm air pass your fingertips. This is the perfect moment in our sequence today, in our practice today, to practice gratitude. Thank you so much, Zoomers and YouTubers, for joining me. It means the world to me that you're taking this time for yourself. Namaste, and you don't have to go quickly.